Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Dear viewers, welcome back to my channel, The Knowledge Tower. My name is Abdul Qayyum, Professor of English abroad. So today I'm going to give you some, general English writing tips, especially some of the students who have called me and given a comment also, and they said please share about the question how to attempt the question of reference to the context according to examination point of view, and this will be beneficial for the students of all types of students, for example in grade 10 or intermediate or even up to bachelor's level. So for example, here I have selected one stanza. So we will try to attempt this in reference to a context question. So if you see this stanza, the first line is, how happy is he born or taught, that serveth not another's will, whose armor is his honest thought, and simple truth is his utmost skill. If you look at this stanza, first of all you must understand that what are the main ideas discussed, what are the main things which have been discussed in these stanzas or in these lines. The poet is talking about happy, how happy is a man, what is the character of a happy man. So some of the we can find out the main ideas like this. We can brainstorm based on this stanza of the poet. So we come forward that these some of the ideas have been discussed here. Now you see in line number 1 he says that happy man is the one who has been taught the skill how to be happy. Instead of, we have different perceptions. People share and guide their children about different types of perceptions, how to lead a happy life. For example, some people say that their children have to be more successful in business. They should know how to earn the money and how to gain the popularity. That is not the main objective. As I'm saying, that different people have different perceptions that they try to inculcate in their children. But in this stanza, the main title of the poem is Character of a Happy Man, and it is basically written by Sir Henry Watt. So Henry Watt has written this poem, and this is the beginning stanza. Now the Henry Watt poet is saying that it is much better that during the childhood days we should instill the true skill of happiness among children, and that serves not another's will, means that a happy man depends on his own wishes, depends on his own thoughts, and depends on his own struggles, and is self-reliant, does not depend on the wishes and whims of others. Because if we try to depend on the wishes and whims of other people, we will not be very successful in life, because people have different perceptions, people have different wishes. So if you allow the people to get their wishes imposed on your mind, you will not be walking on the right track, because people have different perceptions and different values, and they will try to impose their values and they will divert you from your righteous path. So that is what the poet is saying. That serves not another's will, means we should not entertain others' wishes and others' whims unnecessarily in the continuity of struggle in our life. Next is, whose armor is his honest thought, means armor means safety. So safety, the best safety of a person in general spirit of life is the noble-minded character, is the noble thought. Therefore, a pure thought and a pure mind and a pure heart will be having more successful journey in life in comparison to those who have artificial standards of life. And the last line of this stanza says, and simple truth is his utmost skill. So a happy man always depends on truthful nature. He always gets supported by his audacity. He always depends and relies on truthfulness in one's life, and he hates recriminations and telling lies. So we can see, if we depend on truthfulness, rely on truthfulness, what will happen? The happiness will be enhanced and increased in our life, and once we learn the art of being happy, so we will be in a better position to see that the sadness and the problems and the challenges which come into our life or crop into our life because of telling lies or adopting some artificial standards in life, they continue to evaporate, and the evaporation of sadness leads to happiness in one's life. Now these are some of the ideas as I'm saying. So happy man is taught happiness. Happiness is a wealth and strength of a happy man. Truthfulness means his main characteristic of a happy man's life is truthfulness. He hates recriminations and artificial lifestyle. He leads a simple, noble-minded, pure at heart and carefree life, and he is a master of his own thoughts and feelings. He is a constant and systematic hard worker. His life is supported by honesty and pure-mindedness, and he does not entertain other people's whims which are unnecessary. As I said, there are many wishes of the people, so they try to impose their thoughts. So the happy man doesn't allow the people to impose other wishes and whims on him. Rather, he leads a happy life depending on his own self, nobility and generosity. And happy man always learns to be happy and see evaporation of sadness in his life. Now these are the main ideas which have been discussed in these lines of this extract. So now when you do this brainstorming, it will be supportive to explain with reference to the context. Now I will tell you the step-by-step method of how to write reference, how to write context, and how to write explanation. So in this way you can understand the poetic couplets or stanzas and extracts of the poets. So next I will tell you about the systematic process of how to arrange your reference to the context ideas in a proper way. See you soon. Okay, dear viewers, in continuity of that, now I will tell you the method how to write reference. So when we write a reference, you always keep in mind we are talking about the previous stanza that I have explained the main ideas about. So in reference, you just have to give that the above extract that we are talking about, where it has been taken, the name of the poem and the name of the poet. So only one line we have to write, and we have to say the extract and the stanza that we were talking about. Say these lines or the above stanza, or we can also say extract, has been taken from the poem titled, write in inverted commas, the character of a happy man. And who has written, because you are giving reference to the poem as well as the poet, and of a happy man, written, or you can also say composed by Sir Henry Wotton. Okay, now dear viewers, you see that I have given the reference. You have to write this reference like this on the side as a subheading, and after that you have to write only simple way of writing. These lines or the above stanza or extract has been taken. If you are writing these lines only, then you have to write have. If you are writing the stanza or extract, then has been taken. Otherwise write these lines have been taken. So taken from the poem titled The Character of a Happy Man, written or composed by Sir Henry Wotton. So in this way you complete your reference. In my next video, I will talk about the remaining two parts of this question, how to write the context as well as the explanation and critical commentary. Three important parts are there. So after reference, number 2 will be context, and number 3 will be explanation, and the fourth will be critical commentary. If it is also critical commentary, basically is an optional thing. If you wish, you can write, you will get good grades. If you don't want to write, it's okay. So reference, context and explanation, if you write these three things, your question will be rightly addressed. So continue subscribing my channel and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified with further uploaded latest videos about this topic. I will complete this in the next video, remaining two sections, that is context and explanation and critical commentary, in the next video. See you next time. Take care. Bye.